What started out as a joke almost became a disaster. Let me say this to you again. Let me fix this camera real quick. There we go, guys. What started out as a joke almost became a disaster. This Phillies bullpen, I do not want to see Hernandez or Romano again. By all means, if it's that time, it's that time. Start to cut ties with these guys. I do not want to see them again. Don't. I'm done. You gave up in that top of the ninth inning. Gave up 4 runs in the top of that ninth inning. You let these guys battle back in this game that they were out of. What is Thompson doing? I mean, come on. You can't put him out there. You can't. I'm sorry. Usually I'm going to go right back into it. If you guys watch the game, I'll give you some brief rundown later on. More or less, dude, guys, the Phillies jumped out 9-1 in this game. They had a 9-1 lead in this game and won the game 11-10 because of 2 guys in their bullpen. I mean, this is crazy, crazy, crazy stuff. It was the most, it's embarrassing. It really, truly is. It was probably the most embarrassing. I'm sorry. If you're a Phillies fan, you got to be embarrassed by this. Hold on. I'm sorry, guys. I'm in the midst of trying to pull up something for you guys so you guys can see this. They gave up 6 runs in that ninth inning. I'm sorry, not 4 runs. 6 runs in that ninth inning. 6 runs. I'm going to go to you guys. I really am, because I got to know how you guys are feeling, and we're going to start it up. Here we go. Eagles fans showing up again. We suck. 0 movement on the fastball for Romano. 0 zilch. Uncle Steve checking in. Yeah. Steve, I got to agree with you. Joe Hale checking in, says great win. Not really, Joe. 11-1 would have been a great win. And they could have rested guys like Alvarado and maybe even, Kirk, guys who the good part of their bullpen. Because right now, I do not, and I'm going to keep repeating it, I do not want to see Hernandez. I do not want to see Romano again. Eagles fan, I'm so frustrated. Big Al checking in, says great game, but Romano should be fired immediately. Like, fired immediately? He should be given us walking papers. He should be given his walking papers. All you had to do was pitch Ross in the ninth. That's it. Period. I thought Ross pitched very well today. I really did. He looked like he was able to move his fastball. Move his ball around the zone. It wasn't flat. I thought Ross had a pretty good outing, but for some odd reason, the Wizard Rob Thompson just had to go to Romano in the ninth, and I don't understand that. Joe Hale saying Stott came and had a great game. Defensively, I want to talk about Bryson Stott came up with a few grabs today. Whoo. My God. If they're not web gems, Matty B checking in from Florida. It's a sport. Did the Phillies win? Barely. I'm pretty sure when you were watching the game, they were probably up comfortably. If you blinked, it was, that was about it. Adam C's checking in, says, hell of a game, Mike. I thought they were going to blow it. I really did. Get rid of Romano. I think everybody's Star Wars. I think everybody shares that segment or sentiment with you with that. I believe he needs to go too. Romano hit 100, but doesn't matter whatsoever. Zeter slider command. Yeah. It looked like he could throw the ball, but he was just leaving it flat. It was just flat. Rojas and Kepler came up big. I'll tell you what, Johan Rojas had a nice game today too. He really did. I'm going to read you their stats off when I'm done out of here for the Phillies. Offensively, the one thing that I've been complaining about is certain guys in the lineup producing. And I'll tell you what, they produced today. They really did. Trey Turner going 4 for 5. I think Stott was 3 for 5 today. So, I mean, you really, really got to kind of tip your cap. Rojas was 3 for 5 today. So, Alcivari checking back in, says bullpen needs an overhaul. Try some minors guys while we can. I think you're right. If I do believe, I think everybody in the lineup got a hit with the exception of Castellanos, but he did get an RBI. So everyone hit but Casty. There you go. The whole offense showed up. It was a good win if it wasn't for Romano. Yeah. Mets won the division. I don't know about that. If you know anything about the Mets, the Mets are going to Met. That's all I'm going to say. There's a reason why they haven't won one in 20 or 30 or 40 odd years. So I believe that 80, yeah. This was 39 years since the Mets last won the World Series. So, okay. They may have lost themselves tomorrow's game. That's what's going to bother me right there. Rojas, Bone, Sterner all had good games. That small ball, yeah. Considering, yeah, I was about to bring that up. Steve or Star Wars. That's a really good point. Phillies didn't have no long balls today. They put up 11 runs playing small ball. Small ball. Rojas is such a weapon when he runs smart. I don't. Rojas had a good game today. I'm not going to go out and go buy his jersey. He had a good game, but he's got to string a few more of these together. I do like the fact that he's hitting over 300. Again, but we need more of a sample size. Again, he hasn't really been playing all that much for some odd reason, but now he's going to get a chance to play. So hopefully we can see that. 21 games in. Are the Phillies World Championship caliber team? Right answers only. I don't believe they are. I think they're a playoff team. I just don't think they're a World Series team right now. But then again, look around the National League. 20-some games in. Who do you think is going to be a World Series team? I mean, the Dodgers have looked okay. When they've played teams that are caliber of them, they kind of been, San Diego's off to a good start. I think they're off to a good start. Again, it's a marathon, so let's see what goes down. Walker got hurt. I was just about to bring that up, Joe. Yeah, something with his arm. He was flexing. So, I mean, that was bad. That was so bad. The way that this bullpen came in and just got hurt. I'm waiting to hear now. After I'm done with you guys, like the rest of you, I will go find out what Topper has to say about Taijuan Walker. I thought he pitched really well. I mean, the guy gave up one hit. He walked 3 guys and had 2 strikeouts, but I mean, he did better than Cal Quantrill did. I mean, if you're looking at Cal's numbers, 3 1/3 inning, 8 hits, 7 runs, 7 earned runs, 3 walks, no Ks for Cal Quantrill. Taijuan Walker's numbers were 4 innings, 1 hit, 1 run, 1 earned run, 3 walks, 2 Ks. So, I mean, Phillies offense has been amazing in this series. Their defense yesterday was better than today's. I don't know about that, Eagles fan. I mean, if you looked at the couple of grabs that Bryson Stott did today, pretty damn good, man. Pretty damn good. If they blow a 7-run bullpen, can we waive them yet? Yeah. Hubert, I'm right there with you. Matty B sitting on the beach right now. But what do I know? I'm sitting by the beach sipping Mai Tais. Well, you know what? As you should, sir. As you should. Maddie is on vacation this week. So if you guys are looking for the if you're looking for the final word, it is on vacation with Maddie. So Maddie will be on vacation off this week. So the final word will not be seen. But just in case, if you guys want to, where's it at? Oh, there's the Attacking Third show. Get ready to come at you guys on Thursday nights here on It's a Rap Sports Network. Make sure you do that. And my guy, Pat Bernard, that's right. Next Sunday, that's right, because this week is Easter. Pat went yesterday, or I'm sorry, he went this morning, since tomorrow is Easter. But next Sunday will be Pat's last Sunday doing the wraparound. And the reason being is because me and him return on May the 3rd or May the 4th. We return exclusively here on It's a Rap Sportsnet. That's right. Me, Pat, and Al, the gang is back together again. Your Sunday mornings will never be the same. We're not in studio anymore, so I really can't choke Pat like that, but I'm going to have to do it virtually. So hopefully we can. But there is your lineup as we get ready to move forward going here. Guys, I'm going to go over this the scoring recap real quick. Phil's jumped out to bottom of the third. Phil's jumped out to in the third inning, they would score 4 runs. Turner would single in Rojas, giving the Phillies a 1-0 lead. A sac fly by Castellanos. Turner would score 2-0. And then Kepler with a 2-run double. Harper and Schwarber would score, giving the Phillies a 4-0 lead in this game. We give it to him in this game. Then Conine would have hit an RBI single for the Fish, cutting the Phil's lead to 4-1. In the bottom of the fourth, I was in the top of the fourth. Bottom of the fourth, Stott with a 2-run double, giving the Phillies a 6-1 lead. And then Trey Turner with an RBI double right behind him. Stott would come in and score, giving the Phillies a 7-1 lead going into the bottom of the fifth. Bottom of the fifth, Rojas, RBI single. Boom, scores, making it 8-1. And then, what is going on here? This thing keeps popping on there. I got to move that. I got to move my cursor away there. Bottom of the fifth, RBI single from Stott. Rojas would score, giving the Phils a 9-1 lead. Think about this for a second. 9-1, bottom of the fifth, which means technically you got 4 more innings. 4 more innings to go. That's it. You have 4 more innings to go. And at this point, they already used Taiwan for 4 innings and Matt Strom. This is where I say the 2 guys, Hernandez and Romano, need to go. Like, they need to be off this team as of, like, now. Like, I don't care. Cut them, demote them, DFA them. I don't care. Get rid of them. They're garbage. Top of the 6th, Conine with another RBI double. He would get hurt here, and that looked really, really bad. If you were watching the game, you saw him slide, and it looked like he might have jacked up his left elbow on that slide. Conine would then come out, but he would have an RBI double. Myers would score. Phil's lead cut to 9-2, and then Hicks an RBI single with Mervis and Norby scoring, making it a 9-4 game. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Harper with an RBI double. Stott would score, making it 10-4. And then Schwarber with an RBI single. Turner would score, putting the Phils up 11-4. 11-4 going into the 8th inning. No team would score in the 8th. Top of the 9th. The wheels come off. Jordan Romano comes in, starts pitching. Myers, a 3-run home run. Fills up 11-7. Raleigh would, Paulie would double. Norby would score, making 11-8. And then Hicks with a 2-run home run, cutting the Phils' lead to 11-10. By that time, Jordan Romano mercifully gets yanked out of this game. Thank God. They bring in Alvarado. He gets a fly out to Kepler. That's how your game ends. Totals of the game: Miami 10 runs on 11 hits, no errors. Phillies 11 runs on 18 hits and 1 error. My overall record in covering the Phillies game now goes above the Mendoza line. I'm now 3-2. Not as impressive as Matty's 7-1, but I'm moving on up there. My 2 guys from the game today: Liam Hicks, 4 for 5, 4 runs batted in with a home run. Trey Turner also 4 for 5 with 2 doubles, 2 2-run doubles, 2 RBIs, and 2 runs scored. These are my players of the game. So I mean, with that, we're going to do our Broad Street bottom line. Broad Street bottom line is this. I'm going to keep saying it. Hernandez and Romano should not see the mound again in a Phillies uniform. I don't care. Get rid of them. Do what they got to do. I do not want to see them again. I do want to give kudos again to Rojas, 3 for 5 today. It was between him and Trey Turner for my players of the game. I thought Rojas had a really good game. Bryson Stott also had a great game. He was 3 for 5 as well. Had a couple great plays in the field defensively today. Again, I think they're web gem worthy. So if they give it to them this weekend or not, I guess you'll have to wait and see when they do the web gems. Another thing coming up, guys, we're going to take a little stroll around the bases. Alrighty, guys, let's take a stroll around the bases right now. That's right. Once again, in South Philadelphia, it was your Philadelphia Phillies 11, the Marlins 10. Also in Detroit, the Tigers win 3-1 over those Kansas City Royals. Right now, they're the only two finals right now for today. Action right now in the north side of Chicago. It is the Cubs 6-1, bottom of the 8th there. Over those Arizona Diamondbacks. It is the Mariners 2-1 over the Blue Jays in the bottom of the 5th. The Reds have a 3-2 lead over those Baltimore Orioles. The Pirates and Guardians, no score, top of 3rd. Rangers and Dodgers, no score, bottom of the 3rd. Mets and Cardinals, no score, bottom of the 3rd there. Rockies and Nationals in Colorado tied at 2 at the end of the 2nd. It's the Yankees with a 3-0 lead over those Tampa Bay Rays down there in Tampa at the Steinbrenner Field. I think that's kind of weird. The Yankees actually are the road team playing in their spring training park. It's pretty funny. But they have a 3-0 lead, middle of the 2nd there. White Sox and Red Sox, no score in Boston. Later tonight, you got the Athletics visiting Milwaukee. You have the Padres visiting the Astros. Twins and Braves kick off around 7. And then the nightcap tonight, that's right, late game, San Francisco at the Los Angeles Angels. So there is your scoreboard for today. All right, guys. Let's get back to it, man. Let's get back to it. All right. We're going to go right here. Walker had a good game until the 4th. Star Wars, he did have a good game until the 4th because he hurt his arm in the 4th. So that's why you saw him. I thought Taijuan Walker was pitching really, really good up until he started flexing his arm around a little bit. So that'll be something to be worried about, considering I know Ranger, I think they said Wednesday, he's got another start. So they're looking at him probably being about a week or 2 away from coming back. He did better than Noah. Yeah, again, I don't understand why everybody's so surprised with Aaron Nola. Like, this has been Aaron Nola his whole career. Yeah, he's never won 0-4, but he's always horrible. In like the first 6 to 8 weeks of the season, he's horrible. He's been like that his whole career. He don't start throwing good till the temperature and the moisture, until it gets humid out. You know what I mean? Like, he's a Louisiana kid. He does not pitch well when it goes from being cold to getting warm. For some odd reason, those early months in the season, he's just not that good. He pitches like a number 5 starter throughout most of that time. So to me, I never book anything good with him in the beginning of the season. I thought last year was, I even said it when me, Pat, and Al were together doing P&M in the AM. I was like, this isn't something that, to me, I was kind of shocked about how he was able to pitch early on last season. So I guess he came back to reality a little bit. Star was saying Romano needs to be released. Now, I cannot disagree with you there, Star Wars. If I'm him, I'm out. Eagles fan, fly, Eagles fly. That's right. Guys, just a little quick. Make sure you guys are looking on social media this Thursday night. That's right. Between myself, Steve Fuentes, and Big Al Safiri, we'll be taking over the different areas of It's a Wrap Sportsnet. Our social media pages. We will not be on air. We will be covering the draft via that way, not on the air. We will be doing it via online. So make sure you guys just keep a lookout for us. But yep. Speaking of Al, he says, I believe Matty B is getting ready to celebrate his 79th, 9th birthday. That's not nice. Al, he doesn't look a day over 78. Jordan Romano's millions wasted. Carlos Hernandez, not another major league ball player. It's a joke. Yeah, well, here's the thing. They can walk away from both of them. I don't know about millions wasted because they really didn't sign Romano for a lot of money. So they can cut bait with him and go. It says, if you had to redo one move, Dombrowski, would it not be trading O'Hoppe for Marsh, or would it be re-signing Hoffman? I would have re-signed Hoffman. I thought Hoffman was the guy you need to be here. I could care less about Estevez. Estevez didn't want to. I don't think he wanted to stay on the East Coast, to be honest with you. He's more of a West Coast guy. I think he came here, like he agreed to come here, to try and help win a championship last year. But to me, I don't feel like he was. I thought Hoffman kind of outperformed him. So I know where you're getting at with the Logan O'Hoppe thing. They had to move him. And I'll always say that they had to move him because now O'Hoppe's been out there, like 2 years now, and we still have JT Realmuto. So, he would have been, would you want O'Hoppe sitting down in the minor leagues, or worse yet, not getting a chance to play because we have Realmuto still here? I see why they made that trade. But that's Dombrowski in a nutshell. He's known for trading away some of your younger talent to try to win championships. He's done it everywhere he's been. He did it to Detroit. He did it in Boston. He's doing it here. Mike Papernick says, could win. I don't know, Mike. Your thing kind of gave me a heart attack. This smells way too much like Girardi mindset. Please cut Romero. Please cut Hernandez. Mike, I was waiting for that voice message over Messenger, man. I was waiting for it. I kept looking at my phone going, all right, he's going to be calling me any minute telling me about this, because I was saying the same thing. My opening line tonight was out of Rocky IV. What started as a joke almost turned into a disaster. That was my opening line for this program today. What started as a joke almost turned into a disaster. And I'm sorry, I don't see how you can run those two guys back out there. I don't see it. Like, Romano got booed out that stadium. Got booed out that stadium when he came off the mound. You can't run him back out there. I'm sorry. You can't. Walker pitched another decent game. Yeah, Mike, I thought so too. I thought he pitched a really decent game, man. I really, truly did. I thought he was throwing the ball well. It kind of scares me now that maybe he might have an arm issue. I'm not liking that right now. Thompson is on now. Joe Hale says forearm tightness for Walker. That's not good, man. That's not good. This is Rick. Hey, Ricky, what's going on, buddy? Ricky is watching. Eagles fan says skibbity. Phillies are so skibbity or skibity, whatever. Zebra stripes don't change, just like Romano is horrible, horrible relief pitcher. His stripes won't change. I don't know about that, Mike. I'll disagree with you on that, man, because he was pretty good for Toronto. Before he got hurt, he was pretty good. So, I mean, he was pretty decent for them. I just don't think I just think he's coming back off of it. You know what I mean? Like, again, this was a low risk, high reward signing for the Phillies. But right now, it's just, it's not high reward. It is what it is. He said, my Broad Street bottom line is get rid of Romano and Hernandez and follow that bumbling fool manager who puts these guys in the game. That would be your, ultimate dream. Now, what did there, Mike? Just making sure that they get. But I got a question for you. You get rid of Thompson. Who's taking over this team? Are you bringing somebody from the outside in to bring it? Because I don't see a guy like Mattingly coming in here. Like, they would literally be finishing the season with the same guys they have in in the dugout right now. You know what I mean? Like I don't. If that's the only issue about firing a manager in season, if you fire a manager in season, 9 times out of 10, you're going to stick with whoever the bench coaches are, and take over. And then if you have to make a change at the end of the season, then it's going to be the end of the season. So, are you ready just to throw away the season with 21 games in? I'm not ready to do that yet. I need Romero going. Duke can't pitch at all. High leverage or not. Huh? You know what? Maybe he is. Eagles versus Yankees are bumps. Painter has to start next week for Reading. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be too. I don't think it's going to be. I don't think it's going to be too much. Too long before, especially if there's an injury to Walker. If there's an injury to Walker, even with Ranger coming back, I could see them kind of bringing Painter back up. He says people are too busy reliving 2018 with Nola. I'm not reliving it, man. You go back and look at his stats every year. Every year he's been a Phillies pitcher, he's gotten off to a slow start. When the weather gets warmed up, so does he. So, he had to me, that was a facade what he did in 2018 and what he did last year with being good. Like he's not that good early on in the season. So I'm actually surprised that he hasn't never started out 0-4 before by the way he's pitched. Now, I will give him credit where credit is due. He kept the ball inside the ballpark the other night. You got to really tip your cap there. So, but as far as his record, look up his record, man, early on in seasons. He's pitched horribly. That's why we joke about him. I was like, I'm a little scared when in the fall where the weather goes from being really hot to really cool, because he kind of cools down with the weather. So, Cowboy Dave Yarnell checking in. What's up, Dave? He said that slide Clementine did in the second base looks scary. Looked like hurting his shoulder. Big loss for the Marlins in the game. Yeah, Dave, I agree with you. He got up kind of holding his forearm a little bit. It looked like he was holding his elbow too, and it didn't look right when he slid. Like they showed the replay. I had to turn away. It looked kind of. He says, I have the suspicion Phil's have Romano working on Velio today in a blowout. Maybe. Maybe, Stevie, maybe. Thompson doesn't know how to sit or cut players too much. Move a minor league ball mentality. I believe Romano says, I don't. And Walker is seriously building an IL excuse for every year. Same. I don't know. Herbert, you can't get on Walker. Like, I'm sorry. I know you can give him a lot of venom for what he did last year. If that's fine. If you want to talk about what he did last year and have that venom, you can't have that same venom for the guy this year. The guy's been pitching his ass off. He really has. He's had one bad inning in 4 starts. One bad inning. The guy's got a 2.30 ERA. Like, this was not a Taijuan Walker thing. The guy felt stiffness in his forearm. He didn't want to get hurt or whatever. He went and had it checked out. I'm not blaming Ty. Dude, the guy gave up 1 run and 1 hit today. He's your 5th starter. If your 5th starter's giving up 1 run on 1 hit in 4 innings, okay, you had to go to your bullpen. I would have liked for them to go with Strom a little longer. Okay? A little less of Hernandez. A little less of Romano. I don't understand why you couldn't leave Joe Ross in there. Joe Ross can pitch. He was having a good game today. I think if I'll look up his stats in a second, but like Joe Ross literally did not have a bad game today at all. And that's why I'm wondering, like, what is it that you guys seen? Yeah, Joe Ross, he pitched 2 innings today. Matt Strom only won an inning. I'm sorry. Matt Strom's got to give me more than 1 inning. All right. Walker gave up 1 hit, 1 earned run. He did walk 3, and he struck out 2. Strom only coming in for 1 inning? No. Now, on the flip side of that, you have you have Hernandez, 1 inning, 3 hits, 3 earned runs. Okay. You had Jordan Romano, which, by the way, He only got 2 outs, so he got 2/3 of an inning, gave up 6 hits, 6 runs. Those two pitchers gave up 9 runs. 9 runs. Now's not the time to bag on. Now's not the time to bag on. Now's not the time to bag on. What's his face? You know what I mean? Now's not the time to bag on Walker. Walker did his job. Ugh. Is why do people don't like Ross? I liked Ross. I thought it was a pretty good signing. I know he's coming back from an injury as well, but I've seen him in the past when he played for Milwaukee. He's not a bad guy. The thing, problem, and our guy Mike Papernick alludes to this, and I think Matty B alludes to this too. The Phillies would have a better bullpen if they knew their roles. This of you're going to close tonight, you're going to close tomorrow night. I'll use you the following day after. This is where that's taken a beating, and rightfully so, and rightfully so. So, Matty B says, "Is the topper watch on? Over under June 1st? What are you taking? I'm going to take the under. I don't think they're going to make a move. The Phillies would have to fall completely. I think they would have to go on like a 10, 15 game losing streak for Topper to get fired. And I don't think that's not. Ross, not in a leverage situation. He's blown 3 games. He hasn't. He has, but he's also looked better each time now that he's come back. Again. So Ross was an ideal pitcher for 3 innings saved today and preserve the rest of the pen in case needed tomorrow. Steve, I agree with you. If they're not hitting Ross right now, and I'm sorry, like once Hernandez gives up that 3 runs, your mindset's got to change. And this is where I think Topper at times doesn't get baseball feel. Like, I'm sorry, but if he scored 3 runs, I'm not putting Romano in that game to close it out. I'm going to have Alvarado up and throw it. Yeah. Is it a non-save situation? Yeah. Okay. Or maybe you get Ruiz up to throw a couple innings. But again, if you know this guy's struggling, I'm not bringing him in there. Like, I would have brought him in. Like, if you're going to bring him in, think about it. 2 relievers almost blew this game for the Phillies in Hernandez and Romano. And they only had an inning and 2/3 between them. So think about this. An inning and 2/3 almost cost you this game. The Phillies do move to 13-8, by the way, with this win. Dombrowski, Romano, $8 million for 1 year. Okay. Yep. Including $850 guarantee with an average salary will earn a base salary. Okay. So he's making $8.5 million. That's not bad for a closer for 1 year. Carlos Hernandez is a typical lottery ticket guy who has a decent third series. Yeah. I listen, I'm sorry, but I'm not trusting no pitcher that comes from Kansas City. Like, when I found out that the Royals didn't want him, like that's saying something to me. Okay, the Royals are they're kind of on the cusp of being a playoff team, small market playoff team. If they don't want you on your team, man, that speaks volumes to me. Okay, they're not a team that goes out and spends money like that, but the Phillies bench coach used to be the quality insurance guy. If Robbie is fired, try Jimmy Rollins or Larry Burrow as interim manager. I don't want Jimmy Rollins as a manager because I don't think Jimmy Rollins could be a good manager. Really? Like, what is this is the one thing I don't want the Phillies going down the Flyers road. Okay, we're bringing back all these ex-Phillies to be managers and some type of deal. No, I don't want Jimmy Rollins. You remember Jimmy Rollins as a player? Remember Charlie had to sit him a few times because he didn't hustle? What's he going to say to somebody? Oh, you need to run down to first base. The player's going to look at him. Oh, like you did? Like, come on, give me a break with that. No, I don't want him. I don't want Chase Utley. I mean, this Burrow's doing it the right way. Burrow's actually moved up. He started as a scout. Now he's a hitting coach. Like, to me, I wouldn't mind that if Jimmy Rollins did that, but to me, you got to earn your stripes coming in. And you have a team that has personalities on there. I don't think he'd be able to handle those personalities. Same thing with Larry Bowa. I don't think Bowa can handle today's. He's a fiery dude. You know what I mean? Like, you imagine him? Like, no, I wouldn't be able to. I can't imagine. Bowa's been too far away from the game. Same thing. It'd be like trying to bring back Charlie Manuel. You know what I mean? It's not. No. Let's go in a different direction. Let's go and find the next, like, Joe Torre or somebody like that. You know what I mean? Somebody that can, not try and picking somebody out of retirement. I don't want nobody like that. If you're gonna cut ties, you keep your bench coach for the year. After the year, you go out, you look for your next manager, and you start out fresh. Now, if that's a Mattingly type of thing, I've heard Matty P mentioned Don Mattingly. I don't know if I'd want him here. Like, what has Don Mattingly won? Like, really, you know? Philly current bench coach is Mike Cagliari. He was promoted to the role after serving as the team's. So he was the team's advanced scouting manager for 3 seasons. Okay. Noah has to adjust his game, depend on pitching to contact instead, anyways. Missing bats ain't what it used to be. Yep. Ross had 2 good innings. Bohm did give the Marlins a 4th out as well. Let's not forget that. Yeah, he did. It's the IL excuse building to avoid getting dealt. Walker has no fastball, no splitter, no cutter, nothing today. Cutter looked pretty damn good to me today. I mean, Walker is not a strikeout pitcher. That's what you guys fail to understand. Walker pitches to contact. He did it when he was with the Mets. So, nothing today. I've had it with Walker too. Long relief maybe, but he's better than Romano and Hernandez. I agree with you there. I think he is. But, I mean, today's not the day to get on. Today's not the day to get on Taijuan Walker. He did his job. He really did. So I'm not going to get on him. And yes, Strom and Roth both should have done more. Especially Strom. I think Strom should have been able to go out there and at least cover at least one more inning. If that's the case, then maybe you don't have to use Hernandez and you don't give up 3 runs. So this is why I'm saying, hope we win on Easter. Same here. Dusty Rothman was the right guy back in 2018, but that ship is now sailed. I don't know about that. I mean, they like Dusty. They talk about him and they've kept him around. So it wouldn't, and he's had managerial experience. He actually won an international league title for the Phillies organization. So Mike Schmidt won't be a good fit. Nah, Schmidt ain't going to try to do that. He said good enough to walk 3 and 4 innings. I'll leave Taijuan alone. Well, he also had 2 strikeouts and he only gave up 1 hit. So, for a guy who pitches to contact, giving up 1 hit on 1 run, giving up 1 run on 1 hit. Yeah, he had 3 walks, but he also had 2 Ks for a guy who's not a strikeout pitcher. Again, he pitches to contact. So, who would you bring in as an interim manager from within or not? Mike, you would almost have to stay within the organization, I think, because if you try to bring somebody in from the outside, I just don't think that there's enough time for that man to implement his style of play and how he wants to do things with this team. He's basically, I would have to wait for him to, if you're going to do that, give him a clean canvas to work with. And that would be at the start of the next season. Discussions on who they want to bring in, how they want to do it. But, you really can't. You would almost have to go within for the remainder of the season. Just for the remainder of the season. I mean, look what they did. Like, they literally fired Girardi and brought Robbie in right as the bench coach. Okay, Rob, you're going to take over the team. So, I don't see them bringing anybody in from the outside. I really, truly don't. Says Herbert, you have to hope the Phils are running against the bit right now. Leave Walker alone. Leave him alone. Again, guys, final from today. Phillies 10. I'm sorry, Phillies 11. Marlins 10. A little too close. There's the lineup. As you know, Matty B stepped in for Al last night. Me today. And, of course, I say this with all love and respect, but my idiot broadcast partner, Pat Bernard, will be following you guys tomorrow after the game. And then for this upcoming Brutal Mets series, it'll be Sal on Monday, Steve on Tuesday. And that's right, from all the way down in Florida. Wednesday, Matty B will be hosting with you as the Phillies gear up for that big 3-gamer up in Flushing. And then next weekend, you have it Friday night. It's Al. Saturday, it's Pat. And Sunday, Matty B is back with you for the 3 games out in Chi-Town next week, guys. So, again, make sure you check it out. And don't forget, Pat Bernard, he had it this morning, but next Sunday, he will be doing the wraparound, probably in his final Sunday wraparound, because we will be getting back together again, exclusively. Sunday mornings will not be the same on this network. If you followed us from our EOP days, you guys would definitely understand and know why. Pat, again, with Steve talking the attacking third. That's right, every Thursday night, the attacking third here, talking all union. And, of course, the godfather of Mayfair. That's right, Matty B. Not this week, though. Sunday through Thursday is normally 10 p.m. The final word, not this week, because Matty is down in St. Augustine, Florida. I heard he's about to go visit he's supposed to go visit a Hornet lighthouse down there, hopefully. Okay. He says, we need to clean up the ball club now. If we don't, we won't be around after May. Starting pitching will carry this club, but they got to fix the bullpen. I agree with that right there. I do agree that they got to fix this bullpen. There is nobody on the Philly staff I trust as an interim manager. Again, Mike, you never know. Like, I don't know. They may go down and grab the guy from Lehigh Valley and bring him up. You never know what they're going to do as far as doing that. But hopefully, like I said, hopefully we don't have to know. Hopefully the ship gets written out. Mike says, good show. I said, thank you, buddy. Most likely we'll tweak the pen in July. I think so, too. They were saying, Romano, I felt great out there. Listen, he had some velocity on his stuff. He was just flat, and they were hitting it. So I don't want to see him anymore. So hopefully, with that being said, I definitely don't want to see him anymore. Like, if they caught him today, I would not care. Well, guys, it has been fun. Final score again, Phillies 11, Marlins 10. I am Mike Lauro, and I will see you. God, when am I on again? I don't know, probably in a couple weeks. Like I said, got to go away for work, the 9 to 5. So you won't be seeing me for a couple weekends. But make sure you guys tune in to everything. Oh, wait a minute. I sure hope it isn't Ruben Amaro who has said all along you like to manage. Oh, yeah, let him come out the book. Only way Romano is back is if he has for Lehigh Valley. Here you go. There you go, Steve. Again, guys, I will be back definitely, I think, later on. I believe the 30th. I will be back on here, April 30th. I should be back on for you guys. So I will see you guys then. It's been fun. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to all the stuff here on It's a Wrap Net. It's a Wrap Sports. Make sure you check us out, man, and continue to like, share, and subscribe. I'm Mike Laura. I will see you guys later. It's been real.